What do you mean, like with body image?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm getting really out of control. You probably don't even notice a difference
In
that
what?
I've gained weight or anything in the last few weeks.
No, I don't.
Most people don't.
I think most people are concerned with their own weight.
Yeah, that's probably why.
That's the weird thing. People don't notice all the things that we're afraid of, and
It's come out.
yeah. Oh, the lid. Oh man, it landed on your hand. What were we talking about? Oh, the peanuts. Okay, yeah. And what were we saying that before that?
Ambitious. Overly ambitious.
Not in the long term, but I think in the short term we should start with the easiest to accomplish. And I mean, we still don't even have a Facebook yet, so.
Yeah, what do you think that would be?
The first step.
First step.
Is it getting more people, or I mean, I think we can still start this.
Get
the ball rolling.
Yeah, I say let's get the ball rolling, even without having other people.
That makes it easier to get other people too, because we can say, look at what we did.
Have content.
Yeah.
I wonder if I should set aside time, because honestly, really, I need to devote more time to music.
Okay.
But I'm wondering how I can weave that in. So
that's definitely going to play a big part of just our mission. But if you saw what I said, what?
I said you already have 70 albums worth. I feel like
what I was going to say is, did you read the part in my large document where it said that, you know, Comfort Chico's as it stands is kind of divided into two different branches? Yeah. There's the branch of operations and the branch of creativity and art and whatnot. So I feel like we're focusing on the operations because that's the foundation from which the art will arise, because this is the ideals and the activism and the company itself.
Right. And then the art will just come.
Yeah.
Right?
The art will just kind of happen atop our
during the
ambitions
process,
and ideals.
Do you think it will happen during the process?
Of what? Just running our...
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that we've been focusing an extra lot on the operations, and I think that's what we need to continue focusing on until we get to a point where we got a basic formula and I could just coast.
So when do we start going out and about? We could start tomorrow.
In what sense, out and about? Just like recruiting?
Not necessarily even recruiting, but that also.
We're just presenting ourselves as
presenting ourselves, yeah.
Yeah.
And making
the splash.
Yeah. I guess it's one way.
And how do we make that splash?
I don't know. I was thinking maybe potentially tomorrow, but tomorrow may be too soon.
Yeah, we don't look like urban middle class witch doctors yet.
It's going to be hard to pull off in a day's time. It's unfortunate. So they do this thing every month?
Yeah. And next month it's going to be Halloween.
Shit.
So people won't even know that we're cool.
Yeah, that's
because we'll look
suck.
like everyone else.
That's going to suck. Yeah. So it has to be a month after.
Or just all during the other days of the month.
Oh, yeah, that would work. So this coming month is showing the 27th of October.
Nice.
And then on
I'll be there.
November 7th, I'm going to the Leper Show.
What is that?
November 7th.
That's out of state, huh?
Yeah. You're welcome to come if you wanted to.
I think that I'd be a little overwhelmed.
You'd be overwhelmed?
Yeah, there's just, it's like I don't know how much I'd have to walk, and I don't know how late. You know, I don't want to bring you down with the physical things.
It'll be them and another band. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of a young group.
Are you gonna I guess you're still figuring out some of these identity things, but like, how are you gonna compartmentalize the Douglases? I mean, because obviously when you go and play, you're not gonna be different. You're not gonna be the middle class witch doctor, Comfort Chico guy.
No, I don't know that I can be.
Yeah, I mean,
I have to compartmentalize.
But that might be fun to start consciously compartmentalizing.
Well, I know mongrels, like my identity with mongrels.
It just doesn't feel like you.
Yeah. That's easy to pull off though. It's brooding and
Just
everything
get
that
with the
needs to be.
groove, yeah.
Yeah, just get with the groove.
It's like paint by numbers.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of playing just that role. But yeah, it's easy. Workplace me is easy.
Yeah.
That comes natural. But then there's everything else in between.
Yeah. I just wish I had some kind of scope with which I could see in the future, see what this looked like when it was all ready.
Just designing, yeah, I kind of
Cool.
do too. Designing identity, though, we could focus more on that.
Okay.
So we have that urban middle class witch doctor idea.
We could kind of tie that in with the. I feel like it almost ties itself into the idea of the Comforchicos.
Yeah.
I mean, they are these weird doctors.
Yeah, I don't know much about them and who they
The
were.
Comforchicos?
I mean, I only know.
Not much is said about them. They're just
Yeah,
these kind
exactly.
of.
They're kind of vague in a sense.
And that's what's creepy about them. They're just these people that.
So how would we would be.
We would almost be like building upon the myth
Right.
with our own interpretations.
Right. So is that bastardizing the
No, not at all.
It's glorifying it? Glamorizing it?
Um,
Glamorizing it?
It's giving it new life. It's propagating it. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just.
Can you envision yourself having a newer identity?
I feel like this is almost.
Inevitable. Yeah, it's part of that process.
Like I said before, I feel like these descriptors we're throwing around kind of fit with where I see myself heading anyway.
Okay.
As just like this mad alchemist.
Okay. Did you have a conscious scope with Dean? Did you have
Like
a
in
vision,
my-
a vision in your mind of what Dean would be?
No. Maybe, but I don't think I followed it too closely.
Really?
I just tried to be it started off as just a cliche metalhead, and I had to figure out what that
was
meant.
the wig that you wore?
Yeah, one of them, yeah.
It's funny, because it doesn't look very metal.
The black one.
Yeah.
No, there's two wigs here.
Okay.
Just a little one.
Which one would you wear more? That one, right?
This is Dean. Yeah. Well, that's that's so metal. Man, yeah.
More black metal, if anything.
Well, I was black metal.
Yeah.
Dean, so.
So that adds up. Man, my favorite right now is this new Behemoth record. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Who are some of these bands? Oh, Cult of Ouroboros.
Circle of Ouroboros.
Circle. Keep Music Evil.
Love that.
Where did you get most of this stuff online?
Yeah. All of it. Like a shop in Lynchburg sells any of this.
Yeah, that's true. So these are all bands that you've checked out?
Oh yeah, these are all bands I love.
Mm.
I mean, that's the thing. It started off as a joke of me, someone who hated metal, just trying to be a cliche metalhead, but I accidentally became like an elitist black metal jerk who just had like this very.
What are the odds, though?
I know. I remember when I first. He saw me and he's like, "Man, it's so cool to see a real metalhead around here," and I just thought that was so funny because I accidentally. First of all, there was the irony that I was playing a part. Second of all, I did accidentally become a real metalhead, and it was too much fun to stop, even when I had no more use for it. Like I could still do that because it's fun. It was the first time in all my life that I'd been a part of a subculture, and I loved it. I have always wanted to be a part of a group, but I've always eschewed that kind of stuff at the same time,
Right, I feel like your identity would be compromised.
Yeah.
If you.
But I long for that kind of connection and to just be able to connect with people in that kind of.
It doesn't grant you the uniqueness.
No, but when I was Dean, it was just. It was an exhilarating feeling to feel that for the first time and to just sit on a forum and just to not only understand what everyone's saying but to agree with it and be able to like vote in polls and just give your 2 cents and show your record collection.
Yeah.
It's cool. And there
funny.
was no egos smashed.
So
no.
how much was Dean active outside? Like, would you go out to all the shows? Would you?
Oh, I lived as Dean for months, for a year,
Yeah.
for over a year. So I was just always Dean even at the house.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
That's
just
a
a
weird
method
line.
actor to
That's
the
a-
max.
Yeah, strange line of questioning, but
I mean, I had hair extensions put in at one point.
you told me about that.
It's weird feeling. Not good to do it in the summer.
It was hot.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It was just such a weird feeling to just go from short hair to long hair.
So what was prior to Dean? Did you have another
Not a glove.
identity?
No.
Another glove?
Because this was the first time I've been social in like 6 years.
So do you think the identity you'd assume as Comperchicos, would that be tendon, another facet, or would there be a glove associated? Probably be another glove.
Some permutation of it wouldn't be fake. I'm never fake.
Right.
Sometimes I'm an exaggerated version of a particular trait. Or Dean was kind of me trying to retrieve a period I left behind and kind of demonized, which is a characterized version of me when I was young, immature, impish, more chaotic before order just strangled me and law, and I just got to be free and be stupid, a fool again. Yeah, it was the fool coming back out.
So you embrace that.
Yeah, and I was able to integrate that back with me and just love being this irrational, chaotic idiot again.
Wow.
Yeah, and to just realize I'm not the cool guy. I am the idiot. I am the foolish one. You know, I'm not the mysterious guy. I'm not the, no matter what, I'm not the magician. I'm the fool of the tarot cards. And it was liberating to stop forcing myself into this role of scientist or whatever I thought I was.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm just like
So
the romantic fool.
Juxtaposition. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'd always be telling myself I was something else just because I was running away from who I used to be. Because I was just trying to...
Even when you were isolated?
Yeah, because I had to prove that I was sane. I had to prove that all this crap that my breakdown and just falling away from society, I had to prove that that wasn't me anymore, that I changed. Because if I hadn't, then I was still capable of all that nonsense.
Then you took a step back.
Mhm.
Like a step back.
And I forced myself to be all serious and logical and just...
But as Dean, it wasn't so serious.
No, Dean was the way to break the ego and to break the stricture.
So what do you think, which direction would...
Comperchicos?
Yeah, Comperchicos.
Well, Comperchicos was kind of begun, spiritually speaking, as Dean.
As Dean.
I tried to do something called Comperchicos as Dean, but that was going to be a record label, but it was going to have like...
That's where that shirt that you had...
The Mischief. That was Mischief Night, yeah. Oh, man.
That was going to be the record label?
No, Comperchicos was going to be...
Okay, what was Mischief Night?
That was Dean's band from Baltimore back in 2008 to 2013. Popularized mischief metal. Oh, I had this huge story written out about these members.
But there was no music?
I tried to make it, but then I went too far and just like hurt my throat again just after a few clips.
I was going to ask you about...
I was an idiot. Yeah. I think I explained that to you. I did like whispers and I pitch shifted them to sound like growls.
Did it work?
Yeah. Sounded good, but whispering wasn't doing my throat any better.
Right.
It was very harsh. But yeah, I don't really know because I'm pretty happy with... I don't want this to be like I said, a lot of times these identities are like shields too, shielding my core self. Because then if someone insults me or doesn't appreciate my offering, then I could say, well, they wouldn't have done that if I was... If they knew who I really was. And that's how I'm able to not let it kill me. By saying, oh, they just don't know better. They don't know I'm tendon. They don't know that I'm this guy.
Wow.
So I could just blame it on...
It's such great lengths.
I can blame it on the identity. That's why my identities have been getting weirder and weirder, because I'm just like going out...
Was Dean the latest?
No, it got weirder, and it just became more and more like monster-like. And I would go out and simultaneously I'm doing this because of how much of a monster I already feel like and how rejected by society I feel like. But in order to...
Why do you feel that? That's a
Well,
strange question to ask.
yeah.
I don't think you've necessarily done anything to garner that. Or why do you feel that?
To have accomplished what I've accomplished and to have gone through so much and at this age to still just have no one. I mean, until recently, there was no friends, there was no family, there was no lover. I've been doing all this. I mean, it looks like I've been busy and I have this whole empire to my name, but that came at a cost.
Yeah.
That's not something you do when you have friends. I was making my friends for myself out of clay.
Yeah. And socks.
That sucks. Wait, is that a reference to the thing in my bed? Oh, wait,
I was just saying, and socks. You're making your empire out of socks.
What is a sock empire?
The
Oh,
socks.
no, okay, I get it. I
Yeah,
wasn't thinking in that. I was thinking
actual socks.
I was thinking little socks.
No, I was just
No, I thought that was a reference to something I may not have even told you, where I used to sleep with like this person that was clothing filled with stuffing. Yeah. Like as a
like
kid.
a body pillow.
Yeah.